Station. All right, we're at Grand Central Station, folks. Much different than in the morning when I come to. There's always somebody trying to put on a show, which I'll try to support them when I can. I like it.
His grandson was kid, he's in Texas now.
You see anything in New York? All right, so getting back to the trial today, I just want to talk about some observations. Being there every day, I pick up on things probably other people don't pick up on, but I also compare stories. There's something about writing. It's so loud in here, I don't even know if you guys can hear me. If you guys can hear me, put a globe in the chat. Put something in the chat.
I don't know, it just says dope.
So this is Grand Central Station. They built so many layers underground. So this place, there's escalators now that go down, down, down. When I first came to New York 30 years ago, it wasn't like that. Now they have so many levels going up and down. It's insane. So let me see here. 5:30. Okay, very good. Okay. 37. Okay, so I have about 15 minutes. So, all right. So let me get back to the trials. It might be a little bit better right here. Let me see if you guys can hear me. Okay, great. So you can't hear me. Thanks for the globe. So basically, I started telling you guys. Everybody said, even the defense, when they opened up the opening arguments, they said, hey, you're going to hear all this stuff, but this case is all about domestic violence, you know, like a man beating his woman. Probably most of us, sad to say, growing up can think of at least somebody in the family that was beating their girlfriend, their wife, maybe even beating everybody, right? I think a lot of people can envision somebody in their life at some point that was doing that. So that's domestic violence. You know, every weekend they get drunk and they have to call the police because they're beating each other up, whatever. But here's the problem now. We have a case where the chef is getting beat. The employee, she claims she was getting beat. The stylist, little guy, Nash, he was picked up and thrown down. He was beat in the back of the head because him and Mia were trying to get Diddy off of Cassie. That's more than domestic violence. So I don't know how they're going to address that. Maybe under the defense they'll have some powerful story. But the problem is with the government, like I keep telling you guys, when your state or the local police come after you, they come and arrest you, and then they start doing their investigation. The feds, they put together their story, and they watch you for months on end. They build a case, then they arrest you. And usually by then, I mean, they have enough to sink the ship on you. So that's what we're seeing, and I'm seeing it firsthand. I've heard talks about it. Even with Trump's case, it was a little different. And when I went to his trial, the verbiage was just so far out there, it was hard to even follow, and then everybody was in there sleeping. And many times Trump was sleeping, but the public only told, or the media would say, oh, Trump was sleeping at his trial. Hey, what's that? Oh, okay. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, so anyway, man, people are recognizing me from all over the world. Anyway, it is what it is. So with Trump, he was falling asleep, and the media would say, oh, Trump was falling asleep at his trial. Everybody was falling asleep. Just like yesterday when sometimes they're just going through exhibits and they have security guard there or the financial guy. And, you know, people don't want to hear all that. Some people do, but the jargon is so heavy, a lot of people just don't understand it, so they tend to fall asleep. But at any rate, the problem is when you have, in this case, now we have, the fourth woman coming forth, and then there's a third one that disappeared, and everybody's like, what happened to her? She was supposed to come to court, and she stopped communicating with the court altogether, so people speculate about it or what have you, but we still have a solid 4 women, 3 of them of which have been engaged in some sort of, it involves SA assault. You see what I'm saying? That's a big problem. And then there's another one. They said 5 victims. So imagine you get to the 5th one now. We're on the, I believe, the 4th one. The 3rd one did not come. So that's 3. So in the end, there'll be 4 victims, and everybody's sitting there listening to a similar tale. There's candles. There's a lot of baby oil. There's a lot of action. Baby oil everywhere. Sometimes they said baby oil on the walls. Handprints of baby oil on the velvet furniture. It's a continuation of the same old song. So that's the issue that's going on with the trial. And like I said, it's just going to be really tough to beat this case. Not to say they can't pull it off, but at some point you have to make a smart decision. And I don't know. It's overwhelming at this point. But again, he has great attorneys. But a lot of times with the witnesses, like Cassie's mother, she came in and she told her story. The defense couldn't do anything. They basically said, ma'am, have a nice day. Because what can you do? She came in. She sounded very honest. And even when you have a witness like the one I told you yesterday, she came in there and basically, I would say, if it was just her in the case, I'd say Diddy would walk. But her story is not enough to change this. It's a humongous tide. I'm just telling you like I see it. It's going to be tough, and we'll see what happens. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments here. Okay, good deal. So tomorrow, the prosecutor said we're still going to have this Jane on the stand. They're going to have her all the way until Monday. So tomorrow morning I'll pick this up. Tonight I'll be on a couple of channels. I'll stream them over. So if you guys want to come on and give support, like the video. But I have to go through my notes so I can produce a good show tonight. I did get some rest finally last night. It was a tough week. Getting up every day at 3 o'clock traveling is not for the weary. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm shocked there's so many people from around the world. I've been people from New Zealand and all these other places. It's pretty awesome. So this is Grand Central Station, and I'm about to shut down for I'll call it the City View. This is the city that never sleeps. New York, and I love it. It's an awesome place to live, especially coming from a small town, So. All right, we have somebody here from Texas. Yep, this is Grand Central Station. We have Texas in the house. Oh, wow, what is that? We got somebody here from... Okay, good deal. A lot of people. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Tomorrow morning I'll pick up and I'll give a full rundown of today's report. But I gave you guys enough to survive through the media, because they're making up stories talking about Kamala Harris at court. No, she's not. Barack Obama. Now they did talk about Barack Obama, that they had Diddy had a guy providing extra. I think it was maybe it was a purple pill. I don't know. I don't want to add to the story, but it was a pill in the form of Barack Obama's head. That's the only appearance or the mention of Barack Obama that I've heard. So thank you guys for tuning in. And like I said, tomorrow morning I'll be back on it, on the morning commute. And I'll catch you later.